Praise the Lord. Hi everybody. Welcome you all to the next session on integration. Dear students, today we are going to deal with the new topic in integration called integration by parts. Okay. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಹೊಸ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯೂಶಲಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನ ಡೀಟೇಲಾಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ರೈಟ್. ಡಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, when we were doing in differentiation, when we had the product of two functions, when you had a product of UE rule or excuse me rule, generally you would be using like keep one function as it is, differentiate the other, plus whatever which one you have kept as it is, you differentiate that and keep this one as it is. The Leibniz product rule which you were using. But in integration, whenever you have the product of two functions, you are not supposed to use the same rule which you were using in differentiation. So the process of product of two functions integration will come under the concept of integration by parts. Okay, so the formula goes like this. Please be very careful. The process of the formula is whenever you have the product of two functions, okay, what you have to find out is you have to select one function as the first function and the other function as the second function. Okay, it's up to you which function you will select as the first function or the second function. Okay, now once you select which one would be the first function or the second function, I'll tell you which one to select in the later session. Now once you select first and second functions, the process goes like this. Keep the first function as it is and integrate the other. Okay, keep first function as it is. Here I have considered two functions f and g. I have considered the first function f as f function as first function and g function as the second function. Okay, so kept f of x as it is and integrated g of x. Okay, minus, remember, minus again an integral of which function you kept as it is, you have to differentiate this. Remember, not integration. Whichever function you had kept already, you have to differentiate that, and whatever you have integrated the function, you write it once again as it is, and then this is the integral of it. Okay, when you are working out the problems, you can easily find out the solution or the procedure for it. Okay, but for now, remember this formula. Okay, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫ್ ಮತ್ತು ಜಿ ಎರಡು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸದ್ಯದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಫ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಜಿನ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾಗೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ ಆಫ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಈ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನೀವು ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೋ ಅದೇ ಟರ್ಮ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗಾಕಿ ನಾವು ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ನ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಗ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಮತ್ತಿನ್ನೊಂದು ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಫರ್ದರ್, ನಾವು ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಅ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಟು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ನಾವು I have segregated 5 different types of functions. Just remember this ILATE, ILATE. Okay, so what does I indicate? I indicates inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, now L indicates logarithmic functions, A indicates algebraic functions, algebraic in the sense linear function x plus 2 or x square, quadratic function or cubic function, whatever it is, all these comes under algebraic function. And T means trigonometric function, E is exponential function. Okay, so if any of these two functions are given, you can look here. According to this rule, whichever, for example, if they give you logarithmic and trigonometric, since logarithmic comes first, keep first function logarithmic function as first function. So this is the hint to select first function and the second function. Okay, is it clear? So I hope you are thorough with you have a quite idea of what the process is all about. Once we start the problems, you can easily get the idea of what integration by part means. Okay, okay, we'll directly go on to the first question now. Now consider this question, students. I have integral of x and dx. So sin x is an trigonometric function, we know that. Now x is simply algebraic function. So the two given functions here is, one is algebraic, the other one is trigonometric. So since the functions are algebraic and trigonometric, as I told you, algebraic comes first. So what I would do is, I will consider algebraic function as the first function, and I will consider sin x as the second function. Is it clear? So once I go with this, for one or two problems I will use the procedure, and then we can go on with the next questions directly. Okay, so this is nothing but, what is the procedure? As I told you, once you have selected the first and second function, keep first function as it is. Okay, next integrate the second function, that is integral of sin x dx. Remember, okay, minus, remember, integral of whatever the function you had kept, you differentiate that with respect to x. Okay, so it is d by dx of x into, now whatever you had written here, keep it as it is, that is integral of sin x dx. So this entire, the product of two functions, you will integrate with respect to dx, and you can finally use the plus c as the constant of integration in the last step. Okay, don't worry about it. Now let's go on. This is nothing but x as it is. Now what is integral of sin x? We know integral of sin x is minus cos x. Okay, minus integral of, remember, what is d by dx of x? We know d by dx of x is 1 into, again, what is integral of sin x? As I told you, whatever you get here, you can write back here. So integral of sin x is minus cos x dx. Okay, now this term is already, it is ready here. X into minus cos x is minus x cos x. Okay, now I have a minus outside, and this is 1 into minus cos x. I will bring this minus outside. Minus of minus is plus. I have integral of 1 into cos x is, sorry, it is cos x dx. Okay, now again, as I told you, here you don't have any other work here. Keep it as it is, minus x cos x plus, what is integral of cos? We all know integral of cos is sin x plus c. This is the constant of integration. Okay, this is as easy as this. Okay, only this much is the process of integration by parts. Okay, so this was the first question. Similarly, shall we go on to the next question? Okay, right, the second question we have is integral of x into sin 3x. And one more note, students, whatever the integration by parts problems, I am taking it from exercise 7.6. Okay, so we are solving the problems from exercise 7.6. So this is the second question. I have two functions, algebraic and trigonometric. As I told you, as if I say, think about ILATE, algebraic comes first and then trigonometric. Is it clear? So I will consider algebraic function as first function. Okay, this will be my first function, and sin 3x will be my second function. Okay, you need not note this down, but because these are beginning problems, I am going to note it. So first function, keep it as it is, and next integrate the second function, that is integral of sin 3x dx. Okay, minus integral of, differentiate the function which you had kept as it is, that is d by dx of x into, okay, whatever you had taken, write it again, integral of sin 3x dx. Okay, these two terms, product of this, you have to integrate with respect to x. Okay, so this is the procedure of ILATE shortcut. So this is nothing but x is as it is. Now what is integral of sin 3x? We have already solved many problems on these. Integral of sin is minus cos, so it is minus cos 3x divided by 3. Okay, minus integral of, now what is d by dx of x? We know it is 1. Okay, now similarly, whatever, since I have taken this term as it is here, so whatever I have integrated, I will write it down as it is, or else even if you integrate sin 3x, you will get the same thing. It is minus of cos 3x divided by 3. This you will integrate with respect to x. Okay, now see what happens. This is nothing but, now minus, I am going to keep it outside. and 1 by 3 is a constant, so it is 1 by 3 cos 3x. Okay, again now I have a minus here, I have minus is again as outside, so minus of minus becomes plus, and I will keep this 1 by 3 outside. Integral of, I am just left over with cos 3x dx. Okay, now next, this is nothing but minus 1 by 3 x into cos 3x. Remember, once you integrate it, for every step you will just keep it as it is. Okay, plus, now this is 1 by 3 as it is. Now what is integral of cos 3x? We know integral of cos is sine, so it is sine 3x. Remember, it is divided by 3 plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, if you want it, you can further rewrite this as let me write this step first, because I have a positive term. So 1 by 3 into 3 is, it is 1 by 9 into sine 3x minus 1 by 3 into x cos 3x plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, so this is the process of integration by parts. Very easy, isn't it? These questions you will get the answer very easily. Only thing is, you should be very careful about the process of integration by parts. Okay, right. Moving on to the next question. The third question I have is integral of x into log x. Remember, the two functions given is x means algebraic, L is logarithmic. So if you look here, L comes first, so ILAT, logarithmics comes first, so I will consider log as the first function and x as the second function. Okay, so what is the process of integration by parts? Keep the first function as it is, so you have to keep log x as it is and integrate the second function, that is integral of x dx. Okay, minus big integral of whatever the function you had kept as it is, you have to differentiate, that is d by dx of log x into, now whatever you have written this term, keep it as it is, and you have to, the product of these terms you have to integrate with respect to x. Okay, so this is nothing but log x as it is. What is integral of x? We know integral of x is x square by 2. These are basic integral formulas problems. Okay, minus integral of, remember you have to differentiate this, please be very careful. Differentiation of log x is 1 by x. Okay, into what is derivative of x? Sorry, integral of x, as I told you, which you have already done here, is integral of x is, you will be getting x square by 2 and this is dx. Okay, now this becomes I can keep this 1 by 2 as it is, you will get half into x square log x. Okay, now this minus I will keep as it is, and because 2 is a constant in the denominator, I will keep 1 by 2 as it is. Now I have x square by x, so 1 x gets cancels, you are just left over with x dx. Okay, so this is nothing but, keep this as it is, half x square log x minus half into, now what is integral of x? Again integral of x is x square by 2 plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, if you wanted, you can further rewrite in a simplified form as half x square log x minus 1 by 2 into 2 would be 1 by 4 x square plus c, which is the constant of integration, and this would be the final solution of this question. Okay, and remember students, this question was asked in the year March 2019 for 3 marks. Okay, these are very simple problems, you can easily get 3 marks. Only thing is, please be note the formula of integration properly. If you should know the formula of integration properly, and then whichever function you have to consider first and second. Okay, shall we move on to the next question? Right. Okay students, the next question we have is integral of x into log 2x. This is very similar to the previous question. Previous question was x log 2x, x log x, but this is x log 2x. Remember, again you have algebraic and logarithmic, so logarithmic comes first, so log function I will treat it as first one, and x will be the second function. And I'll give you one more advice, students. Kindly write the formula of integration by parts before you start it. It would always be safety for you to write the formula once. Now, because I am solving all the problems, I cannot write the formulas every single time. Okay, but in your examination you will be just solving one or two questions, so it is always better for you to write the formula once. Okay, now this is nothing but, so keep the first function as it is. Which is the first function? I have kept log 2x as it is. Okay, now integrate x dx. Is it clear? Integral f x dx minus the whole integral of whichever function you kept as it is, you have to differentiate, that is d by dx of log 2x, okay, into this function as it is, integral of x dx. The whole product of this function you have to integrate with respect to x. Okay, now this is nothing but logs 2x as it is. Okay, now what is integral of x? We know integral of x is x square by 2. Okay, right, minus integral of, now what is log of 2x? Remember, log of 2x derivative is, derivative of log of f of x is 1 by f of x into derivative of 2x would be 2. I hope you remember this. Okay, you have to know the process of differentiation also here, into, now what is integral of x? As I have already done it, write this term again and you integrate this with respect to x in the next steps. Okay, and see what happens. This is nothing but, I'll write the constant as it is, half x square into log 2x. Okay, now along with that minus, what happens here? This 2 and 2 gets cancels, and denominator I have 2, I'll bring it outside, I'll write 1 by 2, integral of, again I have x square by x, so it is simply x dx. Okay, so this is nothing but, write this function term as it is, half x square log 2x, okay, minus half into, now what is integral of x? We know integral of x is x square by 2 plus c, which is the constant of integration, right? So the final result would be, it is half x square log 2x minus half into half is, it is 1 by 4 x square plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, very simple, isn't it? Hope you are excited about this topic, because you can easily get 3 marks in this topic. Okay, only thing is you need some practice here. Okay. Okay, students, the next question I have is integral of x square into log x. Again same, I have algebraic and logarithmic. I'll keep logarithmic function as it is. Okay, so this is nothing but log function as it is. Now here onwards I will directly do the procedure. I have to integrate x square. Now what is integral of x square? Integral of x square would be x cube by 3 minus integral of, now what is differentiation of log x? Derivative of log x is 1 by x into, write this term as it is, which is x cube by 3. Okay, this you have to integrate with respect to x. Okay, if you write this step, you will get an extra step, otherwise this after this you will directly get this. I am doing it directly. So this is nothing but 1 by 3 as it is, I will get x cube into log x. Okay, this will be remaining as it is throughout, minus, now I have a constant 3 in the denominator, let me keep it as it is, 1 by 3 into integral of, I have x cube by x, so that would be 1x gets cancels, I will have integral of x square dx. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 by 3 into x cube log x minus 1 by 3 into, now what is integral of x? X square. So we know integral of x square is x cube by 3 plus c, the constant of integration. So the final result would be, it is 1 by 3 x cube log x minus 1 by 3 into 3 is 1 by 9 x cube plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, remember students, you hardly have 3 or 4 steps, so always better for you to write the formula once. Okay, if I solve 20 problems now, I cannot keep on writing the formula 20 times, but for you, when you are noting down as a notes, in the notes, before you start the problem, write the formula once for every problem. Okay, because it's a notes. Okay, for every problem write the formula and then start the procedure. Okay, shall we start the next question? Right. The next integral I have is integral of x cube into e power x dx. So, here I have algebraic, because x square is algebraic, and what is e power x? E power x is exponential. Okay, so which comes first? A comes first. So, I will keep first function as it is, which is x square, and integrate e power x. I hope you know the procedure. Integral of e power x is also e power of x itself, minus integral of, differentiate this first function. What is derivative of x square? We know it is 2x, and whatever this you have written here, write it once again, okay, into dx. Okay, so this is nothing but it's a very simple problem. You have x square into e power x minus, let me keep this 2 constant as it is integral of, again I have x into e power x dx. Okay, this question was asked in the year July 2014. This is a good question for 3 marks. Okay, once I integrated, this question will not stop here. Okay, now I have to again integrate by parts once again. So this is nothing but it is x square into e power x minus 2 into, always better open a bracket, again when you have two functions, algebraic and exponential, so keep algebraic function as it is. Okay, now second function you integrate, that is e power of x integral is e power of x itself minus integral of whichever function you had kept as it is, differentiate it. What is derivative of x? Derivative of x is 1, and this function write it as it is and integrate it with respect to x. Okay, so this is nothing but x square into e power x, let us multiply, minus 2x, okay, 2x into e power of x, minus into minus becomes plus, 2 into integral of, remember 1 into e power x is e power of x dx. Okay, so this is nothing but I have x square into e power x minus 2x into e power of x plus 2 into, again what is integral of e power x now? Same, integral of e power x is e power of x itself plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, now here in every term I have e power x here. So if I take e power of x common, I am left over with x square minus 2x plus 2, okay, plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, very simple problems these are. As I told you, if you can practice well, you can easily solve these problems and get 3 marks. Okay. Okay, the next integral I have is integral of x into sine inverse x dx. Okay, I have two functions, x and sine inverse x. What is x? X is algebraic, isn't it? Right? And sine inverse x is inverse trigonometric function. Remember, what is the procedure? ILAT. So, which is the first function now? Inverse function would be the first function. So, I will keep first function as it is, that is sine inverse of x as it is. Now, what is the second function? You have to integrate. Remember, I will consider sine inverse x as first function and x as second function. Okay, better you write this in pencil. Okay, pencil. First function I have kept as it is, integrate x. So, integral of x to x square by 2, okay, minus integral of, now whichever function I had kept as it is, I have to differentiate, isn't it? Now, what is differentiation of sine inverse of x? We know derivative of sine inverse of x is 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square, isn't it? Right, into whatever the function I have here, this term write it as it is x square by 2, this I have to integrate with respect to x. Okay, now see what happens. This is nothing but sine inverse of x into x square by 2 minus, okay, look here, I'll keep this term which is 1 by 2 as it is, integral of, I have simply x square divided by root of 1 minus x square dx. Okay, so this is nothing but it is sine inverse of x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into, remember, I will add and subtract x square here. This is quite a technical thing. Now I want minus x square here. So what I will do it is I will take this minus x minus inside. So here I will get plus x, and here I will take it as minus x square divided by root of 1 minus x square dx. Okay. So this is nothing but I will write x square by 2 first. So it is x by square by 2 into sine inverse of x plus half into integral of, now I will add and subtract 1. So you will get 1 minus x square minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square dx. Okay. So this is nothing but I have x square by 2 into sine inverse x, okay, plus half into, if you split up the integral, okay, what happens, actually you will get 1 minus x square by root of 1 minus x square minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square dx. Okay. So see what happens, this is nothing but x square by 2 into sine inverse of x plus, let me write this half which is common, integral of, now this is of the form, please remember, this is of the form a divided by root a. What is a divided by root a? We can write a as root a whole square by root a, isn't it? So one root gets cancels, you are left over with root a, isn't it? Isn't it a regular procedure we do it? So I will use it here. So this function will be root of 1 minus x square, okay, minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square dx. Okay. So this is nothing but I have x square by 2 into sine inverse of x, let me split the integral, okay, plus it is 1 by 2, okay, into integral of root of 1 minus x square minus again half into integral of here dx, you have to take dx here, minus I will take here dx divided by root of 1 minus x square. Okay. So we are almost getting into the solution. This is quite lengthy question, but not asked in the exam even once. So x square divided by sine inverse of x as it is plus, okay, half into, now this is a standard result which you have already seen in the special integral. Integral of 1 minus x square is of the form integral of root of a square minus x square. So I will be using this result here. I hope you know this. Integral of root of a square minus x square dx is x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse x by a plus c. Okay, I will use it. Only thing is, in place of a square I have 1 square. So a will be 1. If I use this result, I will get x by 2 into root of a square minus x square would be same factor, root of 1 minus x square, okay, plus remember a square is, a is 1, so a square is 1 by 2 into sine inverse of x as it is, because x by a means 1, okay, plus c I will take it later because in the last step I will take, okay, minus 1 by 2 into, now what is integral of dx divided by 1 minus x square? We have already seen it. Integral of dx divided by 1 minus x square is sine inverse of x, okay, and let us further simplify this. Why I get sine inverse x is because using this result. Is it clear? Because if you put dx divided by root of 1 minus x square is sine inverse x by a means 1 plus c, will take it later, okay. So this would be nothing but I have x square by 2 into sine inverse x, okay, plus x by 2 into x by 2 is x by 4 into root of 1 minus x square, okay, plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is, as I told you, 1 by 4 into sine inverse of x minus 1 by 2 into sine inverse of x plus c, which is the constant of integration, okay. Is it clear? You can further simplify this as, in these three terms I have sine inverse x common, so if you take out sine inverse x common, you are left over with x square by 2 plus 1 by 4 minus half, okay, plus x by 4 into root of 1 minus x square plus c, which is the constant of integration. So this would be nothing but sine inverse of x into x square by 2. Now remember, this is 1 by 4th. 1 by 4th minus half is, it would be minus of 1 by 4, okay, plus x by 4 into root of 1 minus x square plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, so this would be the final answer for the above given function x into sine inverse x. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. The next question we have, students, is the previous question was x into sine inverse x dx, and this question is x into cos inverse x dx. Now remember, this question I'll give you as an assignment because you can try it in the same process as you have done it clear in the above cases, because only one thing which changes is integral of differentiation of sine inverse of x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square, but differentiation of cos inverse of x would be minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square. Only minus will change, but when you further simplify it, your final, I'll give you the final answer, you can check it. Okay, the final answer for this integral would be, it is almost the similar to the previous question. Okay, so it would be cos inverse of x into, this is x square by 2 minus 1 by 4, okay, plus, sorry, only one changes here, you had plus, but for cos inverse x you would be having minus. Okay, so it is x minus of x divided by 4 into root of 1 minus x square plus c. You can look here, this procedure almost follows from the above process itself. You follow under the same direction. Okay, or else you can further simplify this as cos inverse x is, if you take the LCM will be 4, this would be 2x square minus 1, okay, minus x into root of 1 minus x square by 4 plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, you can try on the same basis, you will definitely get the solution in this pattern. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. So the next question I have is again similar question, x into tan inverse x. We did x into sine inverse x. I gave you x into cos inverse x as an assignment, but I'm going to solve x into tan inverse x dx because this was asked in the year March 2015. There are chances of this question being asked because this is far more easier than the previous question, which is x sine inverse x and x cos inverse x. Okay, now let us solve this. We have two functions, algebraic and inverse trigonometric. It is always a common sense, whenever you get an inverse trigonometric function, that will be the first function. Okay, so this would be nothing but keep first function as it is, which is tan inverse x. Okay, now integrate x. What is integral of x? We know integral of x is x square by 2. Okay, minus integral of, differentiate tan inverse x. You know tan inverse x derivative is 1 divided by 1 plus x square, okay, into, write this term as it is, which is x square by 2, okay, this is integrated with respect to x. Okay, this is nothing but, remember students, write the formula and then go on to the procedure. So this is, I'm writing the first two terms as it is, x square by 2 into tan inverse x. Right, now I'll keep this 1 by 2 which is in the denominator as it is, integral of, I just have x square divided by 1 plus x square into dx. Okay, actually this is far more easier than the previous ones, x by 2 into tan inverse of x minus 1 by 2 into integral of, I will add and subtract 1. So you see what happens, I will get 1 plus x square minus 1 divided by 1 plus x square dx. Is it clear? I added 1 and subtracted 1 so that the integral will not change. So I'll simplify this as x square by 2 into tan inverse x is kept as it is, minus 1 by 2 into integral of, look here, 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square, it would be simply 1. Okay, minus u would be having 1 divided by 1 plus x square dx. Is it clear? So this is nothing but I have x square by 2, x square by 2 into tan inverse x. I'll keep on writing this as it is. I'll write this x square by 2 tan inverse x as it is, minus 1 by 2 is a constant. Now remember, what is integral of 1? Integral of 1 would be x, okay, minus integral of 1 divided by 1 plus x square. We know it's a standard result because dx divided by x square plus 1 or 1 plus x square would be tan inverse x as it is, okay. So this would be minus tan inverse x plus c, which is the constant of integration, okay. If you want it, you can further simplify this as x square by 2 into tan inverse x minus, it is x by 2, minus of minus would be plus tan inverse of x divided by 2 plus c, which is the constant of integration, okay. Maybe there is another way of writing it. In these two terms there is a tan inverse x term. If you keep it as it is, you will have x square by 2 plus 1 by 2, okay, minus x by 2 plus c, which is the constant of integration. Further, my last step, the denominator for both the terms will be half 2, isn't it? So I'm going to keep this in before. It will be half tan inverse of x into x square plus 1 minus x by 2 plus c, which is the constant of integration, and this would be the final answer for the above given integral. Remember students, this question was asked in the examination once, and there are chances of this question being asked once again, okay, right. Shall we move on to the next question? Right, the next integral we have is integral of x square plus 1 into log x dx. Don't plan about multiplying the function, not required, because this is an algebraic function and that is a logarithmic function. As we all know, which one are we going to consider as first function? We have algebraic and logarithmic. Take logarithmic function as the first one and algebraic as second. So what is the process? Keep first function as it is. So log x I have kept as it is and integrate the second function. Now integral of x square would be x cube by 3 plus integral of 1 would be x. Remember this, okay, minus integral of whatever the function you had kept as it is, you differentiate it. So derivative of log x would be 1 by x, and write this function as it is, which is x cube by x, x cube by 3 plus x into dx, okay. So this is nothing but I have x cube by 3 plus x into log x, right, minus let us split the integrals now. Integral of multiply now. For if you multiply this term, you would be actually getting x square by 3, because x cube by x, 1x gets cancels, okay, plus now 1 by x into x would be simply 1 dx, okay. So this is nothing but I have x cube by 3 plus x into log x, okay, minus, let me keep now 1 by 3 is a constant here. Now integral of x square would be again x cube by 3, okay, plus integral of 1 is x plus c, which is the constant of integration, okay. Now the final answer would be, it is x cube by 3 plus x into log x, right, minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 is, it would be 1 by 9, or you can write it as x cube by 9, right, minus into plus would be minus x plus c, which is the constant of integration, okay. So this would conclude the solution for this question. These are very simple questions. As I usually say, practice the questions clearly. Okay students, we will conclude this session now. There are few more questions, important questions which are asked in the examination on integration by parts, which we are going to solve it in the next session, okay. So practice the procedure clearly, practice these sums, take down the steps step by step neatly. If you can practice these problems and come back for the next session, we will go through and finish this session, finish all the questions in the remaining exercise, okay. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ನ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು 10 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು 10 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ನೋಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಬನ್ನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದಿರುವಂತಹ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, right. So we'll meet again in the next session with the continued part of integration by parts. Okay, so until then, take care and bye.